What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of In Between the Number Sports Podcast and Show. I'm your host, Daryl. And before we get into this episode, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. And if you like some of the previous videos and contents that's talked about here today, please consider leaving a like and a comment and subscribing. And of course, if you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with all of my latest videos. So on this episode, I'm going to be talking about Garrett Nussmeier, right? So, um, you know, Jaden Daniels, Heisman Trophy winner, is out the door. He's getting ready to participate in the combine coming up in the next couple of days, NFL combine. And, the keys to the program, to the offense, to the program as a whole belongs to Garrett Nussmeier, right? Garrett Nussmeier is going to be the projected starter going into, spring practice and summer practice and into the season versus USC. And some of the things that I think Garrett Nussmeier needs to do in order to be that next great LSU running back and a household name in college football come 2024 season is well, first, you know, I'm going to start off with his pros, right? So, Garrett Nussmeier, if you don't know who he is, right? He is, a quarterback at LSU. His father played in the NFL, and his father also coaches in the NFL. So he has an elite bloodline, right? He's a coach's son, so he's used to being coached hard. He knows what to look for. He knows how to be a quarterback because his dad, is a quarterback. His dad is currently coaching with the Philadelphia Eagles. Um, so he has an elite, bloodline, right? Another thing is that he has an elite arm. He can make every throw on the field. He has the confidence and he has the experience. Now, although he wasn't a starter. He started a few games, but he's been in this program for a while, right? He's been in this program for a number of years, right? So he's came up with the guys. He's been in that locker room. He's cool with the coaches, right? And he brings that veteran presence. And so those are a lot of things, the pros that it's going for, Nussmeier, right? So we talk about, his confidence, right? The guy lacks no confidence. He has a big arm and he has experience. But some of his cons, if you look at some of the games that Nussmeier has played, right? He has 219 completions, and he has 7 interceptions, right? And sometimes when you watch Nussmeier play, sometimes his confidence can be his downfall, right? Because he will try to fit the ball in the very tight windows, or he'll try to, he'll make throws that will leave you scratching your head, right? So I wrote down his decision making. Sometimes he kind of like gets flustered and just kind of gets he just bells out of the play really fast, right? So, you got when as a quarterback, you got to go through your progressions and you got to go through your reads. And to me, it seems like sometimes uh Garrett Nussmeier, he's just like, I'm throwing the ball away, I'm running out of the pocket, or I'm launching it down the field. And so he just has to be more patient and like trust his offensive line and wait for plays to develop. We already talked about his turnovers. He has 7 turnovers, right? When you get a guy that has a big arm like Garrett Nussmeier, those guys are always looked at as gunslingers. You got to think about Brett Favre, Josh Allen, Jameis Winston, guys that got really big, strong arms. They're gonna always try to launch that thing downfield, and they always gonna try to fit it in the tight coverages, right? Because they're really confident in their arm, and so that can get them in trouble sometimes. But the fact that he only has 219 completions and 7 interceptions, and he hasn't been a full time starter, that's some concern there with the turnovers, right? And you know his accuracy, right? His completion percentage is 58.9%. And again, he wasn't a starter, but um, in the games that he did start and come in for mop up duty, um, over his last couple of years at LSU, he has a 58.9% completion percentage. Um, all of the quarterbacks last season, right? The top quarterbacks, so Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, all of those guys, right? Michael Penix, they all had a completion percentage of um, 63% and higher, right? And Jaden Daniels finished the season with a 72% completion percentage, right? So Garrett is not that far away, but he just has to do a few more things, to get to that 63 plus completion percentage, right? And I fully believe that Garrett Nussmeier is trending in the right direction, and I fully believe that he's going to be the next great LSU quarterback, right? Because for one, he's getting all of the first team snaps. He's not looking over his shoulders, right? His status is not unsure. There's not going to be a big name transfer quarterback coming in like Jaden Daniels. So he's going to get all of the first team snaps, right? Um, he's going to be coming off that momentum from the game that he started in the bowl game, right? He started in the bowl game versus Wisconsin. He won that game. He played very well. So he's going to have that momentum coming into the offseason, right? And he's going to have, Brian Kelly and Sloan and Cartez and all of those guys just in his ear and working with him to better his decision making, better his get his make work on his patience, and just work on him taking what the defense gives him. Right, not every pass has to be a big play downfield. Not every play has to be a big chunk play. You take what the defense gives you. Right, if it's a dump off to the running back, if it's a little quick screen pass or a quick out or in or slant to the wide receiver or a dump off to the tight end, just take it. Right, all of those things build momentum. All those things build confidence, and then trust the coaches to call up that play. And when that big play do come up, hey, throw that thing downfield to one of those wide receivers that's going to be running out now for a touchdown. So um, fully expect Garrett Nussmeier to be that next great quarterback at LSU and be a household name in 2024. It, you know, you have to be excited about LSU's quarterback future because it was a few years ago where we just couldn't not have we just didn't have much to brag about when it came to the quarterbacks, right? And then uh, you know, things got better with Joe Burrow transferring in, and then things also got better with Jaden Daniels coming in. Now we got Garrett Nussmeier, and we got a lot of other guys behind Garrett Nussmeier and guys that's coming in the next few seasons, right? So it's a very exciting time for LSU and the quarterback room. And, Brian Kelly is continuing to get his guys into the program and he's continuing to build a solid foundation in the SEC and in college football. And I just hope that LSU becomes the next juggernaut. I fully believe LSU is going to win a national championship in the next 3 years. Well, that's it for me. Uh, if you think that Garrett Nussmeier is going to be the next elite quarterback at LSU and he's going to take that next step to be a household name in the college football world in 2024, hit that like button, smash that like button if you agree. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification so you can be up to date on all the latest videos. And if you have time, please go back and look at other videos that I have recorded and published. And until next time, I'm out.